Hey there, how's it going everybody? Hopefully anyone out there who's watching this right now or at some time in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, my name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Genshin Impact. So, yeah, how's it going everybody? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Yeah, so I ultimately ended up deciding last night that yeah, we'd play some Genshin. We can finish off the rest of the, I call it our date with Veressa, because, you know, we're, you know, essentially just, she's showing us around her hometown. So, yeah, it's, if it's not a date, then I don't want to know what it is, as a matter of fact. But then there's also this other thing that's going on. I think it's like the actual event that is currently happening in Genshin, and it's I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I think there's some guy who's part of it. I think he's supposed to his banner is supposed to be starting next whenever the next update is, and yeah, I feel like it's probably one of those events where you just do combat challenges or something like that. But I don't know. Well, I guess we'll check it out. We'll see what that's all about. How's it going, Vic? Hope you're doing well tonight. Nice thumbnail. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. There was actually a little last-minute change that I made to the thumbnail, because the artist that drew the art for the thumbnail actually drew another version of it, just with Veressa more clothed than she is in the current thumbnail. And literally right as I had as I was about to you know, update the description and make the title for the stream and whatnot, I was like, you know what, fuck it, we ball. And I went and changed it to the current artwork, because I was just like, you know what, yeah, let's do it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do about it? Make me change it again? Sure, I've got the other one that I already had set up, ready to go if that ends up needing to happen, so why not? How's it going, Maiden? Hope you're doing well as well tonight. I appreciate you stopping in. By the way, yes, YouTube music is still broken, so that's why instead of having our usual BGM once again, we're actually listening to the Anno Mutationum soundtrack, because honestly, I am still surprised that I haven't seen nerd YouTubers using the music from this game as the, you know, backing soundtrack for their videos. So figure, hey, if no one else is using it, then I'll go ahead and use it. Hey Alice, hope you're doing good tonight as well. Yeah, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit tired, in all honesty, which is interesting because I did eat today. You know, I had myself a good lunch. So yeah, I don't know. It might just literally be the Sunday blues. That's what I'm imagining it to be. So yeah, feeling a little bit tired. Ready to kind of do this stream and then get on with just kind of unwinding the rest of the night and you know, getting ready for the work week. Although I will be having a short work week coming up here, because again, my dad's coming to visit from Hawaii, so I won't be working on Friday. And like I mentioned, there's going to be no streams this weekend, and then there also won't be a stream next Tuesday. So the Tuesday after the Tuesday coming up. But then we'll be back on Thursday. So just throwing that out there once again. Just use lo-fi music in the background. Well, that's what I literally always do. So yeah, I think we're still trucking along on that down that avenue. But like I said, usually I have a go-to playlist that I tend to rely on, but again, because YouTube Music is broken, I have to get a little bit creative with it. And yeah, honestly, I kind of think I want to do another stream of Anno Mutationum, because it's been a long time since I've played it. Originally, I played it on Twitch, so the VOD of me playing it is just gone. And so, I don't know. I'm feeling like I want to kind of give it another shot, because I did really like Anno Mutationum. And I don't think it's really gotten its flowers at all, despite the fact that, you know, a game that has like a similar aesthetic to it called Signalis has gotten like a shit ton of attention, and lots of people know about it and lots of people are into it. They're two very different genres. Anno Mutationum is like a cyberpunk action adventure type of game, and then Signalis is mostly, I believe, a horror game. But everybody really likes Signalis specifically because of its aesthetic, which it shares a lot of its aesthetics with Anno Mutationum. So I don't know. I like, even though I don't have like basically any reach, you know, as if I can put the footage onto YouTube and then just have it there for anyone to be able to find and be like, hey, what's that game? I don't know. I think it would be worth it. So we might have another Anno Mutationum stream coming up in the near future. Let's see. So it's an end of an era. He's Quidditch. Try again, Kiara. I'm spending time playing Harvest Moon SNES for the first time tonight. Huh. Well, good stuff. Specifically the SNES version, huh? I'm saying he's quitting. I don't know where you could have gotten that idea. If you want me to quit, like, sure, I will. I can just end the stream right here and now. Like, there's no obligation for me to keep doing it. So if that's what the people demand, that I just stop streaming, I'll say the word. I'll go ahead and do it. Play the sad Incredible Hulk music. Oh, like the piano from the old Lou Ferrigno show. I don't even remember how it goes. Yeah, I can't remember. I thought it was gonna come to me and then it just didn't, so. How's it going, Aurora? Hope you're doing alright, and appreciate you stopping in. That's not what I mean, don't do that. Alright then. If you're certain, I guess I'll go ahead and keep my finger off the big red button for tonight at the very least. Got Nintendo Online for a whole year, so I'm chilling. Oh yeah, that's all the big news right now is, hey, at least we know now. You know, I guess we could have figured that this was going to happen at some point, but we know why Nintendo is so adamantly against emulation. It's because they were up to their own emulating all this time. Yeah, the whole shit with what is it? The Switch 2 is gonna have like basically GameCube emulation and whatnot. So yeah, good stuff there. Nothing but good news around the Switch 2. Oh, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. The Switch 2 could have been, I mean, I don't think it was gonna ever be as big as the original Switch, but it could have been good. It could have been good. Like, most Nintendo console launches are supposed to be good, with the exception of the Wii U, but you know, I don't think this one's gonna go well. Yeah, it's I'm starting to think we should call it the bait and switch too, because yeah, lots of fuckery going on Nintendo's end, and some of it's not their fault. You know, obviously you got the big annoying orange up in the White House that's making it difficult for every company to release anything right now. But, you know, still, $90 for physical releases of games? Like, and then there's like the whole thing with their little tech demo game that usually is supposed to come free with a game. Now it's gonna cost like $10 or something. That's lame. And then, yeah, but you also gotta pay for emulated versions of games that you already own. That's just a bunch of bullshit, Nintendo. I'm sorry. Like, outside of tariff shenaniganery, like, you guys are, like, kind of doing everything wrong. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. You let all the fangirls down all the way, harem and the fictional waifu who's down. Oh, boy. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna try to not disappoint the fangirls down the way harem and the fictional waifu who's down. I wouldn't want them to be disappointed. Switch 2 is getting BTFO right now. Hold on. Am I so old that I don't know what that means? So I know what GTFO means. I don't know what BTFO means. Have you heard of the Nintendo Switch 2? I have heard of the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know about the 2. Is that that could either be an article of clothing or it could be the console that we'll be getting in 2 iterations from now. I think the fact that you can't use microSD and having to use the EX cards for it is pure bull. I'm pretty sure you can expand storage in the Switch 2 with microSD, if I'm not mistaken. Wii U is impractical. It was just an add-on with a tablet. There were games specifically for it, you know, games that you couldn't get on the Wii, so it was technically a different console. Microsoft did a big move when they did Xbox Connect. The Xbox Connect was a huge flop. I mean, yes, technically it was a big move. It was a big bad move, but it was a big move. So you are technically correct, which is technically the best kind of correct. How have they fallen from grace after all these years and the greed is showing? I mean, again, like, yeah, Nintendo is very anti-consumer, but since they do take care of their employees, I can't get too mad at them, but it's, you know, yeah. Oh, blown the fuck out. Okay, all right. I guess I just don't hear as many people say that as opposed to like get the fuck out, but good stuff. The Nintendo Switch 2. I got a micro SD for my Switch. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like, I'm about like 99% certain that you can use micro SD to expand your memory on the Switch 2. What the fuck, all guy talking about? All guy talking Switch 2 about. And bad Switch 2 be incoming, seems like, on horizon of the far off in. I wonder if I could do that. I kind of want to challenge myself to talk the way all of y'all talk in the broken speech to text manner. But I don't know if my brain would be able to survive trying to, like, garble my speech for, like, 2 hours to make that work. It could be interesting, but I don't know. Maybe. It could be, you know, the quote-unquote content that the youths speak about. But, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not exactly a content guy, so maybe one day just for like fun, we'll see how it could happen. But yeah, dear God, I'm gonna roll my eyes now. Whoa. 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 Keep them all types of warmed up. Keep them nice and loose. You don't want them to get too tight in your head now. So good stuff. Nintendo Switcheroo DX Edition TM. Exactly. Yeah. That's why, again, I'm calling it the Bait and Switch 2. The Switcheroo. The Switcheroo 2 could also be a good one. That kind of rolls off the tongue really nicely. Since I got SNES Classic, there's other ways I can add games on that. Yeah. I did also see something today where people were trying to say that essentially PC gaming is dead because you can't get new graphics cards, and I'm like, my brother in Christ, like, have you looked at your Steam backlog lately? Like, I'm pretty sure you've got games you bought on sale like 3 years ago that your GPU that you've got right now is more than capable of being able to play, and like, you still haven't gotten around to playing them. Play your fucking games, nerds. Instead of, like, you know, looking at the new shiny stuff and being like, I want to play that. It's like, play the games that you already got. We have video games at home. So, no, man. PC gaming is not dead because you can't get a new graphics card. All right? There are people literally playing on 1080s. Okay? We just recently, a HoloLive member was playing on a 1080. It was rough. It was really rough. But she was making it happen. Oh, Cecilia, you silly green woman. But hey, like, yeah, man. You don't need no 5080s. You don't need no 9070 XTs. Just play the games that you've got. God damn. Eat your vegetables. This stream is getting awkward. How's it going, Ninja? Call it the Switchbone. The Switchblade. Why not just play a classical game on Steam? Yeah, exactly, man. Or you can play like the new indie games. No indie game is ever really going to demand you to have something that's more advanced than, honestly, like a 10 or a 20 series GPU. So, yeah. Like, and again, once we're done with Yakuza, we're going to be getting back to more indie titles that, again, you can play on old hardware. So it's definitely possible. Have you lost your mind a little bit? So apparently what I'm getting from chat is I should just, like, not be talking about stuff. Because everyone's apparently feeling, like, really awkward and because, like, I'm talking. So apparently chat just doesn't want me to talk. So okay, I get it. I'll just shut up and play the game. So let's go ahead and get the game started up here so that I can make sure that no one's feeling awkward anymore, or that nobody thinks that I'm losing my mind anymore. So I had other things that I was going to talk about, but evidently that's gonna make things too uncomfortable for chat. So let me just get the game started up here, and we'll just do whatever, I suppose. So yeah. All right, and now let me go ahead and kill the BGM, and then we'll go ahead and get everything set up here. Yeah, all right.
Anytime, any place.
Gonna be epic. All right. Let's light it up. Adventure time. Let the mountains veins boil. Everybody stand, fulfill our pact. You two, time to pyroclastic surge. Incinerate. All right. Let's light it up. Hear the echoes of the valley. Going in. Suffer the wrath of Eve!
Wrath from the sky!
Show no mercy! Letting grave names echo! Teamwork is true! Eat Laline, eat Papa, light up the blazing sun! Let's light it up! Fulfill our pact! Bring it! Let the mountains veins boil! I'm going in! Suffer the wrath of the pyroclastic surge!
Nice. All right. Jesus. Forgot.
Show no mercy! Letting grave names echo! Let's light it up! Teamwork is true! Eat Laline, eat Papa, get him! Light up the blazing sun! Fulfill our pact! Let the mountains veins boil! You two! Time to end them! Everybody stand!
Wrath from the sky!
Let's light it up! Get to work!
Damn, what is up with my timing here?
Teamwork is trick! Eat Laline, eat Papa, light up the blazing sun! Let's light it up! Letting grave names echo! I'm going in! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath
from the sky! Incinerate!
Get to work! Let the mountains veins boil! Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
Pyroclastic surge!
All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I need more of these. Oh, now you guys think it's awkward if I don't talk. You guys were begging me to shut up, saying that me talking was making things really awkward and that I sounded crazy. Now you're like, why won't he say anything? I can't believe it. What is it? This is getting really awkward. Evidently, you know what? I think it might be a you guys problem. You guys are feeling really awkward tonight, and I think that might be a skill issue that you guys have to deal with. Because I'm talking, it's apparently really awkward. I'm not talking, it's apparently really awkward. So pick a lane, guys. Pick a lane that you want us to go down, and we'll go down it. Because I'm just driving the car here. So you guys are supposed to be navigating. You guys have the aux cable. Like, just direct us where you're wanting to go, because we're getting lots of mixed directions from everybody here. I was just pulling your legs. You weren't. Please talk. We love the commentary. I see. All right. Well, I'm just letting you guys know that if I continue to talk, you know, it's I'm not going to be going to I'm not going to whatever intervention you guys are apparently trying to set up for me. I don't know again. I don't even know, like, an intervention for what? What are you guys gonna sit me down and be like, really? This is an intervention. We saw that you talked for like 15 minutes straight on stream. We're really concerned about you. I don't. It's just like if there's supposed to be a joke somewhere, I'm not sure what the punchline is supposed to be. But all right, if you guys suddenly want me to be saying words, even if I sound crazy and awkward while doing it, I'll go ahead and do it. Go to the mountains. I think I won't. I think, you know what? No. Now you guys don't even get to have the aux cable anymore. Get out of here. Get out of here, Vic. Go back to your cows and your eggs and your corn and your wheat. Yuck. Fuck you, wheat. There we go. All right. Oh shit. Wait. So right now I'm gathering up shit for Varessa to try and level her up a little bit. What the fuck is that out there? Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold everything. What the hell is that? Is that some kind of sky train? What the hell? What is that? It looks like something from Journey. Wait. Get the fuck back here. Where do you think you're going? No.
Return to the skies.
What is this? This is like something from Journey or from Shadow of the Colossus. What am I supposed to do here? Hey, buddy. Where are you going? Where'd you come from? What's your name? Do you just circle around this little island? Huh. Okay. I am intrigued. I'm intrigued greatly. Good thing I got my high-speed cord as a backup then. Oh. What the hell? Excuse me. Was that you? What was that? Oh, it is. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, you aren't friendly, you son of a bitch. I don't think I'm doing anything. Okay, like, huh? Interesting. There's gotta be something around in this area that has to do with it, but I don't know if I care to find out what. Oh my god, bro, you gotta chill, yo. Get out of here. Okay. It's like from Atlantis, the Lost Empire. You know what? It kind of does. I see the vision. It does kind of look like Atlantis. Scream Mountain, I'm ugly proud. I am ugly and I'm proud. I've been telling myself that for many years now.
Smoke.
Hey, get back here. Yeah, you fucking crystal flies. You thought you could escape me before, but not with Granny. All right. Now it's giving me Ruby flashbacks back when the first season looked all derpy with fight scenes. I've still never seen a single second of Ruby. I do follow plenty of artists that are really into it, though. Hold on, where's Veressa? There she is. Boom.
Woohoo! This is gonna be fun.
And Eon-san.
Anyone need a coach?
All right. And let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me. I'm just here to take all of your loot. Oh, you killed me, huh? I see. I see how it is. Wait, you're the boss.
Show no mercy. Start the clock. Look out below. Justice o'clock. All right.
Hold up.
You two. Time to end them. Hero incoming. Yeah. Kapow. Hey.
Looks like I went too far.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Let's move. Get to work. Eat Lolene. Eat Papa. Charge. Hi. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, Veressa's a whole lot of fun. That's something I've definitely learned over the course of the past week or so. I just need to, whoopsie daisy. I just need to get her into a better spot where she can actually do some damage. Ah, fuck.
Is fun.
And also to where she doesn't, she doesn't die so easily.
Stay out of my way. Fulfill our pact. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Ah, fuck you.
Let's move. Eat Lolene. Eat Papa. Get him. Bring it.
Okay, well, my DPS is gone, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything here. So I'm gonna have to dip out. But I'm getting what I came here for still. Where's the other ones? Oh my god. You need to chill, bro. I just literally broke through the rocks and started annihilating all of y'all. You don't have to take it so seriously. Okay, that shit. That's what knocks Veressa out. Not a huge fan of that. Oh, I see the other ones. Have you watched the Rebel Taxi Pizza Party? It's a YouTuber video on top 10 anime. Top 10 anime goth girls. I have not. No. That is a pretty banging YouTube name, though. I'm into it. Let's see. What the hell is that? I think there's some shit happening in the apartment above me. Let's talk about Ruby Gloom. I love that show. Misery, one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I'm still... Maybe one day I'll actually watch Ruby. Although I feel like, you know, a lot of people made it out to sound like, yeah, it was kind of rough when it first came out. And so I can't imagine watching it now would be a whole lot easier. Kowalski status report. Kowalski status report. Okay, so let's see here. Is that enough to... Yay, let's go.
My goal is to become a strong warrior, just like the heroes I admire, and fight to protect the most important thing of all, justice. Because everyone deserves a happy and carefree life, uninterrupted by the bad things and bad people out there.
Aw, that's nice. That's a good goal to have. Varessa's a good girl. I appreciate her. Also, apparently, I've been really indulging in upgrading artifacts and characters lately, so I've actually dipped down below 1,000,000 Mora, which is kind of nuts. But all right, can we let's go ahead and get her some more of her talent increase things now. Let's come over here. Definitely a very nice goal. Yeah. Watching DreamWorks animated movies before they start ruining them with Shrek 5s and How to Train Your Dragon remakes. Man. Yeah, so, like, it feels like as the era of Disney live-action remakes, I feel has got to be, you know, beginning to wind down, because I don't think these things are, I think they're starting to not turn as much of a profit as they used to for Disney. Well, hopefully, maybe we're apparently gonna have to gear up for the DreamWorks live-action remakes. So get ready for like live-action Road to El Dorado, live-action Shrek, live-action Home. I guess, I don't know. It's live-action Ants. It's not gonna be a good time. Okay, so now let's go over here to this domain. Disney gotta stop with the slop. Yeah. Original Spirit movie had freaking Matt Damon.
I'm loving this.
I love Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. That movie kicked ass. And yeah, I feel like it doesn't get as much love as some of the other live action 2D animated DreamWorks movies. Like, more people have fond memories of Road to El Dorado, or like, I don't know, even like, I feel like Road to El Dorado is mostly the one people talk about. No one talks about Sinbad or Spirit. It's literally just Road to El Dorado.
Let engraved names echo. Why do they never miss? Get to work.
Okay, I've gotta get all my timing set up right here, cause okay, hold up. I've still got the thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers here on me. Okay, go. Go. Go.
Suffer the wrath of Eatley. Show no
Wrath from the sky.
And then go. Fuck you. Okay.
Incinerate.
bring it. Hear the echoes of the valley. Let's light it up. Yeah.
You sons of bitches.
Everybody stand. You two.
There we go. Now my rotations are lining up better. Alright. Never seen Road to El Dorado, just a bunch of people draw fan art of Chell. Yes, they do. And I thank them every day for it. But yeah, no, mostly people talk about Road to El Dorado because of Chell and for the memes. But I mean, as a movie, Road to El Dorado was fine, but you know, it wasn't like, you know, anything amazing or spectacular. But you know, it was fun. It was fun, a good time. It was a perfectly quality film. Oh yeah, Prince of Egypt. How did I forget about that? No, that is an amazing movie. That is honestly probably the best movie that DreamWorks has made, and I say that against even, you know, like How to Train Your Dragon and stuff like that, just because, like, god damn, yeah, the absolute audacity of that movie is incredible.
Adventure time.
Speaking of which, you know, Val Kilmer just passed away, sadly.
Everybody stand, get to work. Suffer the
And it sucks because I know that they're gonna probably try and remake that movie, but it's like we already have live action Prince of Egypt. It's called The Ten Commandments. So, I don't know, man. They got the guy who did the music for the original Lion King. Yes, Elton John did the music for Road to El Dorado, and there was like one song that he did for it that was kind of good, but you know, didn't really remember a whole lot of the other ones. Okay, let me go ahead and level up our girls here some more. All right, you know what? I need more of the blue ones. What about Over the Hedge? Over the Hedge. What about Over the Hedge?
That must be uncomfortable.
That was
Let's take a break.
Over the Hedge was definitely one of those. Was definitely one of those movies where it, like, its primary utility was to put something on to keep the children distracted for an evening. Let's see. Like, I remember the first time I saw Over the Hedge was at this little thing that my brother's elementary school would do, where I think it was called Movie on the Lawn, and you would basically show up to school like after school hours, and they would have like a little snack bar set up outside, and then they would have a projector that projects a movie onto the side of the gymnasium building. And you know, it was pretty cool. You know, you get to just go out there, watch a movie out in the open, have some snackoos and whatnot. It was nice. But yeah, that was the only time I ever saw Over the Hedge, and it was, again, fine. I could see you putting it on to distract the children, while, you know, you and mommy watch an adult, not adult film, but like a movie that is unsuitable for children to watch while you drink alcohol in the other room. Are you really a Trolls the whole movies? It was very terrible. Trolls? I heard, was that DreamWorks? I actually heard people really like that. I think the second Trolls movie did amazingly. I think it was because it was it had something to do with the pandemic. Like, for some reason, it did really well because of the pandemic, which is weird. Oh, fuck, Boss Baby. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. It's crazy. See, it's crazy to think that DreamWorks at one point in time was the #2 animation studio, because aside from like a handful of movies, I can't remember their other ones. Like, yeah, I forgot that Boss Baby existed. I think, yeah, Madagascar and all of the spin-offs, like the Penguins and whatnot, I guess that was DreamWorks. Kung Fu Panda. Oh my god, we're gonna get a live action Kung Fu Panda. I don't want a live action Kung Fu Panda. Oh boy. Ants. Yep, that was their first one. I liked Ants a lot better than I liked Bug's Life. Oh, looking at Sino right here. His voice actor is a VTuber. I just found that out recently. I think he just collaborated with Ollie from Hololive. I think it was Ollie and Michi. Yeah, he collaborated with both of them, and of course they were teaching him naughty Indonesian words. But okay, so yeah, there's I see, there's yeah, there's this thing. There's this thing going on, this Tournament of Glory in Bloom. I don't know what it is, but the art here looks very cute. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do this, but we need to finish this this thing we were doing with yeah, with Varessa. The whole mushroom thing. We gotta go ahead and take care of that, I guess. Let's go ahead, get Varessa on the team here. She is almost also, I really like her pose right here. She's just so cute.
Woohoo! This is gonna be fun.
All right, and then Yansan.
I'm all warmed up.
She's warmed up. She's raring to go. All right, yeah. So last time around, we were doing this whole thing of this mushroom god was like trying to convince us to become their acolyte or something like that. But we literally griefed them until they left. But apparently they're still around or something. I don't know. We're trying to sniff them out and then get them out of here for good. But first we're going to rob Varessa's family of all of their crops, and then we'll get to it. Also, so is this their house? This can't be their house. Like, this is their farm, but where do they actually live? Oh, I guess it's in front of the shop. The shop that they live at. Okay.
Oh,
Love the bad guys. Good film, but besides Aquafina's voice acting.
With that one twice.
I don't think. Oh wait, is the bad guys DreamWorks? Hold on a second. If it is, then good on you. The bad guys. It is. Huh. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. DreamWorks, all right, yeah. The bad guys. Bad guys is a good one. I like it. There's a second one coming out. I will go ahead and see that, because why not? I like the first one. But yeah, I too am not a fan of Aquafina as a voice actress. Like she's definitely one of the instances where somebody just points at someone and says, "Hey, you've got a unique voice. You should be a voice actor." That's not what being a voice actor is about. Having a unique, identifiable voice is not what makes a voice actor a voice actor. Being versatile and flexible and being able to fit a large majority of parts is what makes a good voice actor, and one that can make a living off of being a voice actor. You don't want to have a voice that is unmistakably a single person's voice. You want to be able to play children, you want to be able to play adults, you want to be able to play teenagers, you want to be able to play characters that have deeper registers, you want to be able to play characters that have higher registers, you want to be able to play serious characters, you want to be able to play goofy characters, and like, you can only do so much of that if your voice is really super identifiable. And some people will complain that because they hear a voice actor in enough roles that they can start recognizing their voice, that is like the same thing as having a super identifiable voice that you can just immediately recognize. That is not the same thing. Okay? You don't see Leonardo DiCaprio in a movie and go, oh, that Leonardo DiCaprio is such a terrible actor. I can see his face. He looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. And so therefore, he's doing a terrible job of being an actor. It's like, no, that's not how that works. Like, as long as he is convincing in the role that he's in, then he's doing his job. The same way that if a voice actor is doing, is playing the part that they've been cast in, well, then yeah, they're doing a good job. Awkwafina, she just has a unique voice. Like, sure, can she like put affectations on her voice to make her voice sound like more upbeat or more downbeat if the scene calls for it? Sure. But it's clear that she just was hired because she's got an identifiable voice. So, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Awkwafina. First Madagascar was pretty good. I remember watching it on DVD in elementary school. Does anyone remember Monsters vs. Aliens? Goddamn, not until just now. Cause yeah, again, that was another DreamWorks movie that was just put this on and distract the children for 90 minutes.
Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
Look at that mushroom. He's so angry just right out of the gate.
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you. Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Solve a riddle or something? Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken, It Was Okay film. Was that DreamWorks? I kind of wanted to see that, but evidently not enough to actually go see it. I like the character designs. They look fun, but yeah, I just didn't end up going to see it. Maybe I'll check it out at some point though.
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
Oh, she's a complete meathead. Lovely.
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation?
I'm not a fan of riddles either. I'm pretty much a riddle master.
Enough chatter. Time for my question.
Uh-huh. Stephen Colbert voiced somebody. He was the president. Yes, I do remember he was the president in Monsters vs. Aliens, which that was pretty hilarious. He was I did enjoy him as the president.
Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Because they're a bunch of musheeples.
Man, how are we supposed to know?
What have I got in my pocket?
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Oh, damn. The meathead comes up from behind with the answer.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple.
Because he's a fun guy? Oh my god. Lumine. You know what, Lumine? I'm proud. I'm proud of you. Yes, and I love how it's the only answer. It's the only one, so this is 100% like, no, this is what Lumine is thinking. She's presented with a riddle, and she's like, which says, why are all the mushrooms in this field willing to follow our lord? Because he's such a fun guy.
What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
What do you mean of this possibility? It was a fucking pun, Paimon. For Shrek movie, everyone thought about it. Does anyone remember watching it? Does anyone remember watching the first Shrek movie? You mean the first movie to ever win the Academy Award for Best Animated Film? Yeah. I think I can remember watching the first Shrek movie.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns?
I'll give that one to Lumine.
Is it because the people are so clever?
I mean, Sumeru is the...
We just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
I mean, listen, not everyone in Sumeru has the same sense of humor as Sino.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual.
I did about a week ago with my Oshi. You watched Shrek with your Oshi, Vic? That's adorable.
Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh my god, this is what every single person that eats meat tries to cope with. Or at least like everyone who follows a carnivore diet. They're like, yes, I am basically a Native American medicine man, and I form a spiritual, sacred connection with the creatures that I paid someone else to slaughter and chop up and give all of the only most choice and delicate pieces of their flesh to me that then gets shipped to the grocery store and then I pay for with my credit card and then I sizzle on a grill and then consume for myself. I am one with the circle of life. That's and considering the fact that I have a mom that does eat on a carnivore diet, I can confirm this. Oh boy.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms?
Yeah, if you want to talk to a lot of people, all you gotta do is eat more mushrooms.
No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh, good thinking, Veressa. Let's try and ask the other mushrooms. Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom.
Oh, dude, this mushroom arc is going on for way longer than it really needs to. Okay. Oh, God.
Hey, there are two fungi over there. Looks like they're discussing something.
Remember when I had the Shrek 2 DVD? Just want to hear all the characters argue over Donkey talking so much. Oh, on the main menu? Yeah, that was back when DVDs were fun. See, I miss that era of DVDs where, you know, they actually had special features on them and, you know, they actually printed like special graphics for the discs themselves. Nowadays, every Blu-ray and DVD is just like gray or blue, and then it just has the name of the movie on it, and then the only special features there are is like trailers for the movie, and then maybe if they're really gonna get saucy with it, maybe they'll give you like a couple of deleted scenes. Oof. Yeah. Like, dude, I remember one of the first DVDs I had was of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That fucking DVD was goddamn near a video game. Like, it was basically a video game to navigate through all of the menus and like all of the things that they had on there. They had like quizzes and they had literal like games that you could play, and they had custom animations for moving from one menu to the other. Like, that shit was amazing. Like, it was like You know, the jump going from VHS to DVD was crazy. And then going from DVD to Blu-ray was just kind of, the movies look a bit better, so that's cool. But then, yeah, like the special features that they started including on discs just became non-existent after that, and it's so bad. So bad. TV airings, the original Shrek would censor the words jackass. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, nowadays you could say jackass on TV, it's fine. When you eat specific mushrooms, it gives you the unusual ability to communicate with the forest cryptid. Also watch the original Shrek on my very old Shrek DVD. Feel like the live stream and the chat, we feel like we're a podcast and just talking about favorite DreamWorks movies. Like a family? A family podcast, huh? That sounds like an idea. I remember those interactive DVD titles. I remember them well.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
What the fuck is with these uppity fungi?
Wow, cool! You green caps are so wise. Just like our Siege Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
Oh my god. It literally sounds like the voice that I gave to that carnivore diet guy.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
I like how we're just sitting there. We're just like,
Ew. And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
Okay, I will say their California surfer accent could use a little bit of work. All right, like I'm a little bit of a traditionalist when it comes to the California surfer accent. You gotta go all in, bruh. Go really dig down deep in there and just be like, and they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore. My cap will explode into spores. Like, you gotta really dig in there for that Cali, bro.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
Whoa, you're blowing my cap, bro.
All right. Duh.
Duh.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. A few more decades.
Bro, you talk like a bully's henchman.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously the ceremony is the cooking.
Oh my god, we're just cheating. We're just straight up cheating and like listening in on the teachers give the answers. How's everyone feel about Shark Tale? Oh my dear sweet lord. We don't talk about Shark Tale. We're getting high with the mushrooms. Oh hell yeah. This place is juicy. Feels like a filler episode for the actual Genshin Impact anime. Bruh, I mean, whenever the Genshin Impact anime decides like it's gonna come out. Cause that shit was announced like how long ago? Like 2 years ago? But I mean, hey, listen, like, Ufotable is one of those anime, production companies that actually treats its animators like human beings, so, you know, if having to wait like 3 or 4 years for it to come out is the price we have to pay for, you know, the animators to, not be, driven into the ground and then have their faces scraped against the cement, I'm okay with that.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking.
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there? Do you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap almost burst into spores.
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first!
Back to regular mushrooms, huh? Well, we already got what we needed.
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
Yeah, that sounds like something a mushroom dealer would say.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Oh boy. They did have an anime, Genshin Impact, if you look it up 9 months ago. It was the Traveler and Siblings Reunite. No, yeah, that was a preview for the anime that Ufotable is producing. But yeah, it was years and years and years ago at this point. And it still hasn't come out. Shark Tale was a hotness of a movie. I'm assuming you meant hot mess. But yes. No, it definitely was.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard, too! Heat really does release their flavor.
If we cook them just right, maybe we'll be able to see the Sage Lord's true form.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Yeah, I bet there's other things we'll be able to see too if we eat enough of these mushrooms.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
Prepared for what? This isn't even an issue. Nothing you know, all that crazy is happening here. Just some bratty mushroom. All right. I'm stealing more of your apples, girl. Get down from there. So many mushrooms. You know what? Granny, help me out here. Oh, you know what? It's funny. I saw this animation someone did where essentially it was Farina, Sitlali, and Faruzan, and they were all gathered around a table and they were drinking. And essentially what they were kind of doing was it was like a POV, and the first person perspective is supposed to be Ether, and like all three of them are kind of trying to like flirt with him in their own weird drunken ways. And I remember one of the comments for that video, because they were all essentially kind of like talking about how old they were and how like they've experienced they've had long lives and whatnot. One of the comments was Ether going like, "I am older than all of you young ladies," which I think is just funny to kind of like turn it around on them and be like, actually y'all are babies compared to me. So what do you think about that? Oh, how the turntables. Woo! Oh yeah, I forgot she can run on water. I don't even need to jump. Whoa, calm down there, girl. Okay, where are we going again? Oh, we got to go up, don't we? Okay, huh. And then we just oh boy. Okay. Go! Oh my god. Eon-san, help me out here. Oh man. Alright, it's fine. I could have also just wait a second. Oh god damn it. It was all the way down here all along. Okay. Chief Akatl gathers people from the tribe to hear Varessa's report on the mushrooms. Prepare for trouble, make that double. I remember watching the trailer for Jack Black voice talking panda was a stupid idea, but now I'm 19. Oh my god, y'all are babies. Bunch of fetuses. Oh man. Oh my god, I'm so fucking old, bro. I'm turning to dust literally right now as we speak, like on stream. I'm turning to dust. I was gushing over the cast, seeing Jackie Chan, Lucy Liu, David Cross. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of everyone's reaction. Jack Black, Kung Fu Panda, like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard about. But then everyone watched it and they were like, this is the greatest thing that's ever been created by man. And yeah, the second one was also really great. The third one was mid, and then I didn't bother with the fourth one, because, yeah. First of all, the fact that the Furious 5 didn't seem to be in it, was not a fan of that. And then the fact that, yeah, they got Awkwafina to be in the fucking movie again, so I was like, nope, this is not a good first impression you're making, so I will not be partaking. Every time someone brings up old stuff, I just respond, dusted. Yeah. TV series was dope. I maybe watched like an episode of the TV show. I watched the How to Train Your Dragon TV show. That was sick.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
I like Paimon's read on that one. She's like, okay, yeah, it sounded normal when we were talking about it, but to actually say it all out loud makes us sound like we're a bunch of fucking crazy people. Yeah. I dig it. I love the dragons. The lines are so adorable. The dragons. Didn't like Hiccup as a protagonist. Hiccup is a fantastic protagonist. Don't know what you're on about. Silence speaks volumes.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Also, Hiccup is a fantastic sort of, character for, like the disabled community to be able to latch onto. Like, how often do disabled people have, a protagonist that they can be like, yeah, man, that's my boy right there. Like, honestly, like, never. But, yeah, Hiccup's great. I really liked his look in the second movie where he basically looked like a ninja Viking, which is the most awesome two words that could ever be put next to each other. Yeah. Toothless is great. Yeah. The thing is, though, is that Toothless, his design is basically kind of like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, which makes sense because, the director for Lilo and Stitch directed How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Varessa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us.
God damn, Varessa and those hips. She's just unstoppable with them.
Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Again, this Lord Sage of Mushrooms just sounds like a brat. I don't think it's something to really get that worried about.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick.
Like the max setting. We'll see if that how badly that impacts the sound quality. Oh boy, it's really cranking now. How's my wall scroll gonna react? That's fine. Yeah. That is a lot more noticeable. So, you know what? I think we'll go ahead and keep it there. Hopefully when I watch the VOD back, it's not too crazy noticeable.
All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Oh my god, cast iron, so trendy.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well, here goes nothing.
What are they? They like stuffed mushroom caps? Uh-oh.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord?
I mean, you're here, aren't you? So, yes?
Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight. Do try and use your brain this time.
Oh, and he gone.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of Nitpicking more like!
Oh, snap. Oh. Still, the only way to figure out his goal is to keep playing along.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat.
Are we gonna call in Malwika? That would be sick.
Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
There's the crudes. I didn't really care about the crudes, I'll be honest. I think that was the point where I was just kind of thoroughly checked out of DreamWorks animations, because I think that was also around the time when like Home came out, and that movie was just a whole lot of nothing. I remember Nicolas Cage, Ryan Reynolds, Emma Stone. Whole distraction hearing, right? Aha. Paimon, take it easy, man. Chill. Yeah. Oh, we got a thumbnail tourist there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, couch community. That there is sussy artwork on my thumbnail. Congratulations on noticing. You get the coveted skull emoji concept in your brain. All right. I thought the luchador was gonna say, "What a twist."
I'll see what I can do.
You could have.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely.
Damn, everyone's heading off
Super
to do
familiar
something.
with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Think of another DreamWorks movie I love so much.
Nothing concrete,
That
but
you personally
we could
love
check
so
around the
much?
volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
There was Sinbad. Which I'll admit I didn't really watch Sinbad either, but I mean, hey, you know, it exists. Also, god damn, this thing is the tail end of this thing is just extending beyond all reasonable reasonable lengths.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path.
Oh.
Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
Chicken Run! Yeah, that was a DreamWorks movie, wasn't it? Yeah, they made a sequel and put it on Netflix. I did not have a whole lot of interest in watching it because of there was this whole controversy about how they recast the actress who played Ginger, and they said it was because like she didn't sound like Ginger anymore, like she sounded too old. But then she posted up her redoing a scene from the first movie and re-recording it like today, and she sounded like 97% the same as she did from the original movie. But yeah, they still recast her, so that just really left a bad taste in my mouth.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it was pretty definitively ageist, that's for sure. At least they didn't recast Mel Gibson, so there's that. Which I will admit, though, it sucks because Mel Gibson was actually like a pretty good voice actor. You know, back in the day, like, you know, he was in Pocahontas, and for what he needed to do, he did a good job in it. And then, yeah, he was Rocky in Chicken Run, and he did a really good job in that one, too. Like, I couldn't even tell that it was Mel Gibson, but yeah, unfortunately, he's a piece of shit. So, yeah. Rise of the Guardians. Oh my god. The fucking Rise of the Guardians. Fucking Elsa Jack Frost stuff.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Yeah, but have they been the protagonist? Yeah, I thought not.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start.
Yeah. This opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Huh. Yeah, competition seemed to be a thing here.
Verissa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest.
Oh, I get you, girl.
Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me.
Oh, she's so cute. She's such a good girl. Yeah, that's the same reason why I'm not super into, like, online competitive games. Like, I don't have that competitive, nature in me. Like, you know, I'll participate, you know, just for fun, but, like, you know, to be like that aggressive, cutthroat, like, gotta fucking win, like, it's too much trouble, you know? So I get you, baby girl, I get you. Also, I just realized she's also got the disembodied sleeves. Why is this a thing? Why can't you just give characters normal sleeves in these fucking games, Genshin?
Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end.
Mostly English VA seem to be pretty shitty people in general these days. What, like in Genshin? So, like, here's the thing. I've again sort of looked more into it, and apparently the thing that, like, people are giving the EN voice actors, at least in Genshin, shit because they threw some, like, well-deserved shade at a voice actor who, you know, is a scab. Like, in the industry, when there's like when there's a strike going on and you decide to go and be part of it, particularly if you are part of the union, like, that's just a shitty thing to do. And so, like, but, you know, even if you're not part of the union, like they said, like, you ought to just, you know, take on the role uncredited, because that's what like, that's something that actors have done for decades. The original voice actor for Mewtwo from the first Pokemon movie, he gave himself a pseudonym in order to work on Pokemon because he was part of a union, but working on the Pokemon movie would be a non-union gig. So in order to still work on it, he just went under a pseudonym. And, you know, that actually came back to bite him in the ass, like, decades later, because people thought that he was dead because a person that actually has the name that he named himself with his pseudonym as actually did die. So then people were like, oh my god, the voice of Mewtwo died. But it turns out, no, he's fine. And it was just some guy that actually had the name of his fake name that he used to play Mewtwo. And then even like Naoto, the original voice actress for Naoto in Persona 4, I believe that was like she was part of a union, and that would have been a non-union gig. And so for years, Naoto, the original voice actress for Naoto, was unknown because, you know, they didn't credit her on the game, and she never came out and said that she played Naoto. I even asked, I think I actually tweeted directly to Yuri Lowenthal, who played Yosuke in Persona 4. I was like, hey, do you know who played Naoto, and could you tell us, like, because we haven't known for like years, so, you know, it would be really nice to know. And he straight up said, like, yeah, sorry, I can't tell you. So yeah, like, doing things outside of the bounds of the union is something that actors do. Like, that's a thing. But if you go on there and you're credited and you're like, no, I'm putting my stake into this voice role, despite the fact that it's currently being held by an actor who is striking, that's a pretty shitty thing to do. So for voice actors who are striking to throw shade at actors who come in and take gigs from striking actors, that's completely justified, you know? So, and it's like, yeah, like, and so people are trying to side with, again, like, and it's because people are irritated at the fact that, you know, the English voices for Genshin have been pretty silent for, you know, months now at this point. And so, you know, if your understanding of everything, of this entire situation, is literally just, you know, limited to being like, oh, they were kind of mean to this guy, they shouldn't have done that, well, then it kind of displays how you're limited your understanding of, you know, what this situation actually entails. Even, like, you know, people like me who actually do, like, look into things and know things that, you know, going back like decades of how these things tend to work, like, you know, it's still a little bit of a quagmire to understand how all this works. But, you know, educate yourself a little bit more outside of just seeing things on Twitter, you know? This union non-union thing goes way back. Yeah, like, again, decades. No, Paimon's VA blasted people and gamers, like, holy shit. Well, when gamers are literally emailing voice actors and saying, hey, I bet your dead sister is getting gangbanged in hell right now because you threw some shade at another actor. Yeah, I would kind of put them on blast too at that point, you know? Also, gamers are the most unsympathetic group of people out there. So, yeah, no, I'm not gonna feel bad about them being emasculated in public because, again, they're emailing voice actors mocking their dead family members. Most of the VAs might be replaced in Genshin if things are getting heated like that, so if the characters sound different, don't be surprised. I mean, yeah, most likely, but I mean, hey, that's their right. That's their right to do that, you know? pretty neutral on the drama. I did watch some YouTube vids on it. Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of the people who are talking about this stuff are mostly talking about it just from an optics perspective of like what's happening on the surface. They see Twitter drama and then they just start, they start like painting their nails, being like, oh my god, did you see what Becky said to Big Titty Lover 648420 on Twitter? It's like, again, man, like, this is, most of the people talking about this stuff are children, okay? Like, Vic, you remember, like, we were all there back in the mid-2000s, like, we all went through that phase where, we were all, like, really big fans of voice actors and anime and video games and stuff, it was, like, in the range of, from, like, the age of, like, 16 to the age of, like, 21 or 22, where, like, as you grow up just as a fan of anime and video games, like, you start to, like, wonder about, like, the actual voice actors behind this stuff, and you're like, oh my god, these are, like, you become cognizant of the fact that, oh my god, like, there are people who do this for a living and stuff, and, all the people, like, who ask, like, how do you get into voice acting? And, like, that's a whole thing. So, like, this is all children talking about this stuff. So their grasp and understanding of how the labor, the ways in which labor in Hollywood, moves and shifts, and how unionization works, like, I'm not going to trust any of them to actually know what any of this bullshit means. So, yeah, like, ultimately where I've currently landed is that, again, MiHoYo, the multi-billion-dollar, gaming organization, can definitely afford to just, not be a bunch of punks about all of this. And then also, if some voice actors come in and say, hey, this actor who's striking won't do their job, so therefore I'll do it instead, and then they get hired to do that voice, yeah, that's really fucking scummy. So, yeah, I am very much not on MiHoYo's side on any of this, because, and I mean, like, listen, like, the actor who went and, because I'm pretty sure it's Kanish, Kanish got recasted with some new dude, like, I'm not going to go out and harass him. I've got better things to do than harass industry professionals who do scummy shit on the internet. Because again, I'm not a child. I've got other things to do with my time. But if the other actors in the industry throw you shade for stealing a role from a striking actor because you either, like, are, in a position where you just decide you can do that, or if you are part of the union and you just decide to take it anyway, that's the thing. I don't know if this new actor for Kanish is part of the union, but if he is, that's some bullshit. If he's not part of the union, which, here's the thing, like, becoming part of the union, it costs, like, a bunch, like, it has, like, an upfront cost of, like, $3,000. That's, like, a fucking down payment on a house. And then, so I get, like, not just being able to do that right out of the gate. But then again, if you're a professional, then this is probably an investment you should probably take into account and say, this is for my professional life. I should do this. Because then after that, it's like $230 a year, is the, like, membership fee or something to stay in the union. So, like, once you get past, like, the initial price to get into the union, it's not that hard to, stay in there. So, but, for whatever reason, some actors are not part of the union. That's fine. But, so, if you're not part of the union and you see that actors who are working on this particular project are striking, and then you decide, well, shit, I'm not part of the union. I'll just go in there and I'll take the role. That's still really fucking scummy. Like, because you know that role is already being held by another voice actor, another industry professional, a peer in your industry, and you just decide, fuck you, man. You don't want to do it, so I'll just take it. No, that's really scummy. So, yeah, no, I would say that I'm definitely on the voice actor's side, and you know, still, there was that period of time where I was thinking, like, you know, some people were saying, like the union was making it more difficult for non-union workers to potentially get roles in the game. I'm fuzzy on that detail. From what I can from what I would gather, it's probably just like that whole issue with Kaniche, where it just says like, hey, if a voice actor already has this role and then they strike, you can't just take a non-union actor and replace them in the role that they already were cast as. So if that's what the text in the negotiations actually say, then yeah, I'm 100% on board with that. If it was just some weird bullshit where it was like, yeah, you just can't hire non-union voice actors for your games, yeah, that would be really stupid. But they like, I'm almost like 99% sure that is not what they were trying to do, because obviously there's actors who are not members of the union, and like, if they were just gonna suddenly try and do this power move where they just say like, yeah, you can only hire union actors, like, no, that they've got no authority to be able to hold a company that they don't have any legal authority within. They've got no ownership of it. Like, they can't tell this company you can't hire non-union voice actors. So yeah, I'm pretty sure basically what they're saying is like, yeah, if a union actor already has a role and then they strike, you can't just get a non-union actor to replace them. So yeah, this is just so the whole fiasco is really fucking stupid, and it seems like a lot of people's understanding of it is flawed, limited, or just straight up misleading, or they're just lying about shit. Which again is mostly due to the fact that the people talking about this stuff and the people who are actually concerned about it are children. Because apparently if you go over on like, if you check like the Nikkei subreddit, because a lot of the Genshin actors are voice actors in Nikkei, someone posted up like, yeah, this is so sad. I can't believe like some of these voice actors who voice in Nikkei are being a bunch of meanies about over in Genshin, and they just get dogpiled on because apparently Nikkei players are just like the most based players out of all gacha gamers, because they're all just like, you're fucking stupid. You clearly don't understand how any of this shit works. So yeah, and again, it's probably because Genshin is the biggest gacha in the world. Maybe not by numbers, but when people think of gacha, because Genshin was baby's first gacha for a lot of people, so it appealed to the lowest common denominator, the widest range of people, and so therefore it probably attracted lots of children who first started playing Genshin probably when they were like 15, and you know, a number of years have passed now. They're probably like 20 years old now by this point, so they're all like, oh my god, I can't believe these voice actors are being like that. Whereas actual adults are like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Shut up. You clearly don't know anything about what any of this is, so just stop talking. I went off on a big ol' flaming tirade on this one because I guess, like, yeah, I guess I felt a little bit had about, like, the way this was all being talked about, again, by children, to where I did kind of think to myself, like, oh my god, like, yeah, what is up with the VAs? Why are they being this way? What is up with that? But then, you know, I look into it a little bit more. I look at, like, what the actual information says. And then, again, I think about all the stuff that I personally know about the way in which the industry operates. And I'm just like, wait a second. What the fuck? No, this is dumb. None of this shit is like, what, huh? So excuse me and allow me to have just been able to, you know, let off some of that steam, some of that pressure, because yeah, like there's lots of misinformation or just genuine malicious lies being spread regarding this entire subject matter, and it kind of irritates me a little bit. So that's my 2.5 cents on the whole you know, English VA fiasco that is currently going on with Genshin. So yeah, fuck me Hoyo. Like, just stop being punks about it. And also, as usual, fuck Genshin players, cause out of the 3 gachas that I play, the Genshin players honestly are kind of the worst. Like, FGO players, Nikkei players. Honestly, the Nikkei players seem to be the most level-headed. You know, even overseas. You know, because it's you know, the joke is that, like, Korean gacha players are really you know, just these little man babies who, you know, see this and then they go protesting in the streets and demanding heads roll and blood be in the gutters and whatnot. But when it comes to Nikkei, ironically, you know, being considered sort of like the most lewd and the most gooner of all the gachas, Nikkei players kind of are the most adult out of all of the gacha fandoms that I particularly know of. So so we're just gonna decompress now off of that, and we're gonna come down and just chill. So what were we talking about here? One of the people from Genshin got replaced and started bullying. Okay, yeah. So that was basically just everything that I started talking about there. Oh boy. Did this all the Superman trailer? Seen Crypto? I did see the Superman sneak peek. Superman is the movie that I am looking forward to the most this year. And yes, Crypto is a good boy, even if he gets a little bit overexcited and breaks some of Clark's ribs when Clark is just, you know, down and out and needing to be taken home. But no, that movie I think is going to be amazing, and finally people will stop saying Superman is boring, I don't care about Superman, because no, you like Superman even if you don't think you do. If you like superheroes, then you like Superman. You just don't think you do. But you'll find out. You'll be educated. All right? What is it right now? April? 3 months. 3 months from now? Oh yeah. You'll get your education and you'll understand. You will understand. All right. What the fuck were we doing again? Yeah.
We
all right.
get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
I can tell. There's a certain strength deep within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that One day, I can be as brave as Lady Fiatenna. All right, we should keep looking.
Alrighty. Yeah, we probably could have.
Time to roll. Oh, looks like we can make this.
Oh boy.
A falling rock!
That avatar of lava pushed it down.
Shit.
Come on, let's charge.
Charge?
Heads up! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Faster, stronger! Show no mercy! Let the mountain's veins boil! Yeah! Look out below! Charge!
Oh, he's dead already.
Done and dusted! This core should be perfect. Look! The phlogiston inside it is still active.
Oh, so it is.
Oh, let's see! Woo! Hot!
Oh yeah.
A few more chunks like this and we should be good. Come.
Oh, sorry about that, girl. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Alrighty.
Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead.
Hey yo. Hey.
Oh no, not good!
Uh-oh.
The volcano is acting up again!
Oh, sheesh. Oh, God.
Running late again.
Whoa, huh? Wait, talk to Veressa. Wait, hold on. Why do we have to go back now? Ugh.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Alright, we're making our way downtown. Ah.
Done and dusted.
Wait, we already did this.
See!
A few more chunks like.
Okay. Destroy the avatars of lava. Wait. We already did this. What the fuck is this? Oh, did I leave the mission area? So they're just like, oh.
Avatars of lava ahead. Yeah!
Okay then.
Justice o'clock. Oof. Yeah! It's justice o'clock. Yeah!
Boom. Okay. Avoid the volcanic eruption.
Not good! The volcano is acting up again!
Okay, so what do we... Aha. Okay. Oh. So I just have to avoid the falling... The falling, molten rocks? Uh-oh.
What is that? It looks like a giant weasel. Is there a great toe-in weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Yeah!
Charge!
Boom.
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
Now, if only my Veressa could do any of that.
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions.
Oh, I hate it.
My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
Nice fighting back there, by the way.
Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in the zone.
Oh-ho.
For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before.
You've mentioned her a couple
Fiatenna's
times.
most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers.
Oh, she made it herself. That's adorable.
So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Ah, you're like a superhero.
Oh, you really think so?
But it helps you, right? It's nothing to feel ashamed about.
Really? It's just... I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
But you were the one who decided to investigate this case, not your mask.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about. Hiding is just a small part of it.
Oh.
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
Thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much. And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
Hell yeah, let's go eat.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
I mean, I think she's doing a lot more physical activity than you are, Paimon.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Do we really need to? I am frankly done with this whole mushroom fiasco. Like, how much longer could it possibly continue to go for?
We're back, and we found a bunch of stuff to use.
Great. We're almost done with the preparations on our side, too.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
What? It's like we're gearing up for a fight, not cooking a few mushrooms.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Veressa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time.
Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
I like how the guy just casually dropped. Yeah, and I also got a couple of buckets of lava just laying around, you know?
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
I mean, not into it.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got this in the end.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I
Oh
studied
my
the
god,
effect of
who
temperature
asked?
on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty. Let's see what happens.
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist?
Oh boy. This place is getting juicy.
Wait, no, something's not right.
Oh my god. We're still going. Are we actually in the Tenacious D mushroom land? Hello? Oh my god. Dude, that took like 90 years to load. Jesus.
Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
So you didn't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
This must be the Sage Lord's trick, but it's only affecting the three of us. But why? Why us, not the others?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Oh boy, is that you?
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
He's a cool looking mushroom, I'll give him that.
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek.
I find it very amusing how you move like a VeggieTales character. They really did go with the magic mushrooms angle. It looks like it. Father Illica, tell your grandkids I love them. Oh my goodness gracious. Can I give like a disgruntled fatherly nod of approval, like that's good enough, right?
Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great Sage Lord of Fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
Uh-huh.
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter!
Oh, snap.
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
Nice read there, intern. What the hell?
Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
I wish someone drawing fan art humanoid mushrooms.
Arrogance!
I'm sure there's someone out there.
Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish!
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
Okay, can we finally get to business here?
All right. Letting brave names echo. Full speed ahead.
Show no mercy! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Charge!
Oh, it's already done. All right then.
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Of course, it's all you're doing.
Huh. Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless. But my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
Don't give the fan artist ideas. Oh wait, never mind.
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point.
I don't know if that's racist, so I'm just going to move on.
Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
I don't like the length of it. Like, god damn, I thought we were close to the end of this whole thing. Back when we were at Varessa's farm, but no, we just keep going and going and going. Hold on. What does this trial Varessa have as a weapon? Is it the, oh, it's her weapon. Okay. Oh, look at this fucking guy. This fucking fungi.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Well, food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
20 for a single day?
That's it?
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
Hold on, I want to know what happened next.
What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan, and I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
We've been to Sumeru.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Because fungi are creatures from Sumeru.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Oh, I bet. Then you don't deserve our faith.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
I like how Lumine's just like standing there. She's just like,
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
We build a kingdom for you mushrooms, but it'll be more like a smoke shop than a kingdom.
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it. If you fail
You don't
to
really
prove your worth,
smoke mushrooms.
good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on, after him.
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
Okay, yeah, can we hurry this along already? Down the well.
From here.
Kagome.
So it looks like we just need to...
Hold on.
Is something wrong, Traveler?
There's something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
We can name it whether it's a magic mushroom or a magic dragon.
He seemed pretty
I
annoyed
suppose.
with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
He must be in dire need of subjects, and it has to be the three of us.
But why?
Let's go after him and keep an eye out for clues along the way.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Yes, hurry. I want to be done with this already. Down we go. Please don't take 70 years to load like last time. Thank you. What the hell? We're in 2D.
Catch me if you can.
Interesting.
Figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely inseparable. Come on, let's find him.
Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you.
Interesting. Now we're suddenly in a 2D platformer.
I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Ah, shit. Oh, look at them. They're so cute looking.
Get a load of this. Watch out, Marissa! Don't worry about me. I've got this. Too strong. Get back on track.
Holy hell. Oh yeah, I forgot she can run across water. Boom, boom, boom. Oh boy.
Time to roll.
A dead end?
Jump up.
Oh, it's
Let
that
it give us a
thing.
ride.
Yo. So this is a mushroom thing? Interesting.
All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump.
Ah, fuck. Hey, at least they knew. They were like, hey, there's no way they're gonna get this right. Give them an air current.
Backed into a corner, huh?
Look at Paimon. She's like, hey, come at me, bro. Come on. Come at me. Let's go. Oh, snap.
We've got you this time. Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
Hey, yo.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh, boy.
Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us.
And then they're gonna eat me.
Eat us.
Paimon's T-pose, she's dominating.
For humans.
Yeah.
At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation grows dire. Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake?
Oh, shit.
A volcanic eruption!
Ellipses.
So that's how it ended. No wonder he tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I mean,
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
oh, like some VTubers. Ah, shit.
He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seems like his power is proportional to the number of clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope. Which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah. For who knows how long.
That's pretty
When
sad.
we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
Well, he has been living under a rock, so
Literally.
that checks out. But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around
so
the
that's
orchard no
why
matter
that
what we
one
did.
sage told them to always
Now
eat
it
the
makes
green
sense.
ones immediately.
Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind controlled. But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
I understand now why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
I'll explain on the way. I need to catch him to confirm my
All right.
theory.
Then let's find this mushroom.
Yes, please, cause I just want to be done with this already. Okay.
Heads up!
Boom. All right, come on. I don't know if we're gonna make him our friend or anything,
You haven't
but
changed again. Nothing
let's
to
go.
faze Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
All right, this looks like a boss arena. Hey, yo.
Quick as a flash.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Fulfill our pact!
Ah.
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out.
Oh,
We're
boy.
just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Let's go. What the hell? Oh, I see. All right then.
Let's show no mercy! You two! Time to end! Yeah! Kapow! Yeah! Hi!
Woo! There we go.
Coach will take it from here. Control breathing. On my mark. Let the mountain's veins boil. Bring it.
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of the Antenna! Grant me strength! Charge! Headbutt! Charge! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Boom. All right. A lot of people didn't like the Natlan Nation events and stories, apparently.
Nasty mushroom.
I suppose
You know
they're
all
right.
your schemes.
The Natlan story? I like the main storyline in Natlan. I thought it was fun. And I mean, I would be fine with this whole like storyline. It's just that I thought like it was gonna end like a long time ago, but it just keeps going.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
So you're a god.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon war. You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes, with a simple snap of their fingers.
Does he think it's still the Archon War? Oh, that must be why. And does he think that mushrooms are the only source of food? Oh boy.
Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat. And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
I almost feel like his voice is done by Dia's voice actress.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me.
Befuddle.
You know,
Discombobulate.
my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea.
Do you?
Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off.
It was an empty deal from the start, Nodders.
What did you say?
We weren't chosen because you saw something in us. We were your only option. We were your prom night last resort.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
This reminds me of a guy who single-handedly taken out and rounded up a bunch of German officers, but was furious and mad when he found out that the war had been over for a few years. I feel like there was a movie that was kind of based around that.
And Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
And I happen to have a special constitution, which made it easy to hear your voice.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You're too weak.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow, which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade-Plume Terrashroom. Because you definitely can't. Right?
Forget about him.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful! And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
It does really sound like Dea. All right, are we done, or is there an actual like boss that we have to fight now? Oh, we get an animated cutscene for this? For this thing?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. Unholy! Get ready to feast!
Oh my goodness. What is happening here? This is cute. Dude, I could go for some sauteed mushrooms. Oh my god, he actually salt bayed. Dude, those look good. Oh, another hollow Lumine line. Oh my god. Oh boy.
More, please.
Oh my god. So cute. Yeah, Vares. Get all these mushrooms out of here. Oh, look at the little nuggets.
Stop this at once! Huh?
Oh dear. That animation was adorable. Yeah, that was pretty cute.
Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier?
I'd rather not.
It was lights out for all three of you.
You tell the chief everything that happened. Thank you.
Someone planted a god in Varesa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
I can't imagine the bar getting any lower than that. Man, we were really laying into him, aren't we?
Didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varesa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Makes sense.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I mean, we've done it a couple times.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute?
Sure thing. Are we gonna make out?
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, yeah?
Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Yeah, me too. Even if it did feel like it dragged on a little too long. It's an adventure I'll remember for a long time.
Oh, why's that?
You got the chance to shine as a hero, and it was all you through and through.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said. All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come. If I start to doubt myself in the future,
Your time will
all I need to do is
come.
think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
You got this, baby girl.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushrooms. mushroom god.
Wasn't it his like one subject?
Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Acatl first.
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Why don't we just ask the Adventurers Guild? Who knows? Maybe there's a Sumeru scholar in Natlan right now.
Good idea. Let's check it out.
There's no way it's still going, right? Oh my god. It's still How much like... Okay. Okay, this has got to be like an epilogue, right? Let's go over here and see... Like, this has got to be wrapping it up, right? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. We're already over time. I just want to finish off this thing and be done with it. After hearing your story, Catherine heads to the speaker's chamber. Oh.
Oh, Catherine's back. And isn't that Tighnari?
Word from the speaker's chamber is that an Amurta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. No, Tighnari has been recast. Why is he suddenly silent? But no, okay, yeah, like, Tighnari's voice actor is also striking. All right. It's been a while, you two. So you're the ones looking into the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Of course. To those in the Amurta Darshan, his case is a well-known part of ecological history. His power is tied to his number of clones, so at one point, he possessed a truly fearsome form. But as his clones diminished in number, he got smaller and smaller, until he couldn't hold on to physical form at all. And so he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tabs on him by monitoring what remains of his clones. Now I'm learning his true form fled to Natlan.
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago.
Well, from what I've heard, he has a very few clones right now, so there's nothing to worry about. Feel free to use the mushrooms as you see fit. They really are delicious. Of course, in the interest of research, I would prefer to send a few scholars from my Darshan to monitor the situation every so often. What do you say? I wanted to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the Speaker's Chamber.
Of course. You're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Oh yes, there's a huge one beneath the chasm.
Zamaran?
You know that name?
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the puny Sage Lord.
Shh. Did she say that? The sheesh room. Oh my goodness gracious. I love Paimon. It took a long time for Zamaran to grow into this form. Luckily, Zamaran isn't a green cap mushroom, so there's no danger to us. And I believe its mind has been separated from the mushroom god for a very long time. I doubt there's a connection between them anymore.
We should go see Zamaran one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once.
Friendly is right. So this one is definitely not for eating.
I would never.
Okay, there we go. I think that's it now. We're all done. Everything's taken care of now. Okay, let me see. Yes, we're finally all finished. Hallelujah and peanut butter. There we go. All right. Oh shit, and we got a bunch of ascension mats for our girl here. But I'm still gonna need some more. That's fine. But all right, I'll go ahead and say that we can finally go ahead and call the stream there for the night. We went a little bit overboard, but I really wanted to finish out this this whole side quest thingy before we left things off for the evening. Let's do a single pull here. Oh, we've got two actually. Why not? Ba-boom. Good stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's finally gonna do it for me for tonight. So I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate it. So, no stream tomorrow, but on Tuesday we'll be back with Pirate Yakuza. And just, again, throwing it out there that during the weekend, we'll be skipping the streams, and then I will be back on Thursday. So the way this next week is going to work out, stream on Tuesday and Thursday, no stream on Saturday, Sunday, or next Tuesday, and then we're back next Thursday. So yeah, just a friendly reminder, but that's gonna do it for me for tonight. So without all that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. Hopefully you'll have yourselves a good Monday tomorrow, and with any luck, I will hopefully see y'all on Tuesday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.